So welcome to a special session today where we are going to cover module 1 and module 2, and we will have a quiz today. Also, we will try to revise module 1 and 2 with ESGPro special mind maps and flashcards. These are the two special items which we have introduced. Nobody in market is doing it. And right now, why we are doing it? So that you can revise it quickly before exams. Also, we will have a quiz which will be running 24/7, so you can make as many attempts as you want and get expertise in those subjects. Now, as you are aware, we have already shared for Diamond members our videos, which are already running. So as we go forward, including today's video, will be uploaded and each chapter will be recorded here. Now, if you look into case study and blogs, any videos which we are in videos you will hear we are talking about some case studies. All those case study, including hard copies of those. Right now we have not uploaded any, but it will be coming here. So watch out this section for all the blogs and case study related with CFA ESG investing or our diamond membership discussions. Like today we have discussed about
This sheet will be automatically updated?
Updated. It will be updated. Like today we discussed about EU omnibus approval, right? That article will come here.
If we
That's what
save
will happen within 24 hours of our discussion, it will be done.
So if we save this sheet, it will be automatically get updated.
Absolutely. You need to just use the link which has been provided to you. You click the link, it will be updated.
Okay. So you have to save the link.
Yeah, just save the link. Now, today we will start with understanding what is there in the mind map, okay, and how to use it. A lot of people, students nowadays love mind maps. The reason is in one figure, you know exactly what to learn. For example, now this is the chapter 1, which I'm going to summarize today with the mind map. So this will be a learning session for all. And this is how you should refer it going forward. This is very important and quite critical for us to use. Why? Because in one sheet, one go, you know what all concepts you need to recall to understand this topic. For example, we will start with ESG investing. Now, this is the introduction, chapter 1, introduction of ESG investing. So what all it covers? As you remember.
Can you slightly zoom it a little bit?
Okay. What I will do when I will go to particular topic, I will zoom there. Okay.
Okay.
For example, first concept we learn in ESG investing, introduction to ESG investing was that it is based on a concept called responsible investing approaches, where we talked about the spectrum, starting from philanthropy to the impact investing. In between was SRI, socially responsible investment, right? So that is the first concept we learn, which is into little dark color. I believe you are able to see that, correct? This part.
Yeah.
Now, this part has two major concepts here. One is thematic and impact investing, which was in the part of spectrum, and we have detailed it. And second was ESG integration. So if somebody asks you what is all about responsible investing, this is how you should recall it, by learning about ESG integration and learning about thematic and impact investing. The second topic, now, if I want to follow trail of yellow line. So a yellow line, we learned that what are the challenges in ESG investing with the exclamation mark, right? Anything with the logo you see, that's the first route out. Let me ask a question. Tell me what is the first route out in the blue line, this blue line. First concept, what you need to learn here in ESG investing. Give a try. ESG factor, right? The first one will be ESG factor. And then ESG factor, we have learned environmental governance. In environmental, we learned about climate change. In governance, we learned about biodiversity, correct? Also, we learned about human rights. This is how you need to learn. So ESG factor, we need to learn about these blue route outs or branches. When I'm talking about, say, impact on financial performance of ESG introduction chapter, we also learned about impact on financial performance. Now, what all we have learned there? We learned first is the mega trends. If you remember mega trends, right? Which decide that where the investment will happen tomorrow, like AI, ML, blockchain, all that aspect. So sustainability mega trend is coming from two sides. One is the adoption, and second is for mitigation. Now, mitigation of what? Negative externalities. New branches I'm learning now, right? Green branches. So what I'm learning, mitigating negative externalities, right? Anything which I can mitigate, which is negative for my business, I am doing mitigation. But there are certain mega trends which I have to adopt, like rise of sea level, glacier coming down, the glow phenomena, all that comes here. Then we also talked about efficiency and productivity improvement and risk reduction. That was the branch in green. Now, another branch in green was related to institutional investor action. Now, here you can see there is uh, a small vector I have used, which describes that not public advocacy I need to know first. I need to know institutional investor actions. Now, how they get into action? By corporate engagement. If you remember, they engage with the independent director. They will do certain numbers of meeting, etc., etc. So corporate engagement is one. Then incorporation in investment decision, the integration of ESG they will do, and they will also do policy advocacy. So they will be behind certain topic which is related to their industry, and then they will push forward for it. One of the very good example was Wall Street Girl, which was put in front of that bull, right? We will learn about that case study as well. So that's how you should use this particular graph. Okay. These all concepts are listed here. Now, another concept was investment strategy, right? What are those strategies? We learned that best in class is one strategy, thematic investment is another strategy, impact investment is another strategy, green and social investment, which only focusing green and social aspect, is another investing type of ESG investing, socially responsible investment, faith-based. You remember that Quakers and Methodists has introduced their own negative screening, right? So faith-based investing and sustainable investing. So these are the different branches of investment strategy. Another branch is integration of investment management and long-term asset return influences. Now, if you see global initiative which is supporting ESG are UN Global Compact and Principle of Responsible Investing. And the last but not least, we also learned when we were learning about challenges, before that we learned what are the benefits of ESG investing, integration, how it helps you. So it helps in risk reduction, efficiency enhancement, positive correlation with financial performance, and satisfying growing client demand. People are asking for such kind of product now, right? And what are the challenges? Challenges were, of course, modeling limitation, data availability, and potential greenwashing. And we'll learn little detail about greenwashing. This is how you should use all our mind maps. 2 chapter mind maps is already provided in the group. Both of them is there. Second chapter, when we learned following concepts. Which are those concepts? We started with introduction ESG market. Now, ESG market, we first learned about market scope, where we got all the numbers, big numbers, right? We got asset class, different classes like bonds, green bonds. We learned about equity. We learned about alternative investments, real estate. GSIA data has provided, which is Global Sustainable Investment Alliance. Review data is most reliable data, which gave us $30.1 trillion top 5 countries are having right now in green products. Then geography and investor type. We also looked into challenges of such kind of initiatives. There is a quality enhancement in a problem, and there is a overcoming of barrier. This is the chapter 2 discussion. Chapter 2 discussion, the main discussion was about key stakeholder, where we talked about asset manager, academia, investee, asset owner, government, pension fund, financial services, fund promoters, civil society, and policy making and regulator. And each of them has a different characteristic. For example, policy makers and regulators require global sustainable finance regulation. How they develop it, we learned about that they use a taxonomy, right? They do a taxonomy. Then you have fund providers, promoters, which are advisor, and investor consultant. when we are talking about financial services, we talk about the stock exchanges, rating agency, and investment banks. When we talk about mainstream integration, we talk about retail investor demand, institutional integration, NGO, civil society, and government policy, right? This is how you should learn the concept. And I have revised you so quickly. So just by looking into one main diagram, I can revise everything. That's why we have prepared. This is additional effort we are giving for you. Apart from that, we are also going to discuss today the flashcard. Now, to learn the concept, we need to go into detail, right? So ESGPro flashcard will help you to recall those concepts very fast and very easily. You can print this and fold it, right? Ideally, we prepare and distribute it, but it's again, I don't want to ask you money, etc. You can just print it, fold it, and use it. So in front, when I'm looking at the front, you will take one concept like defining ESG investing. Yeah. So quickly, I want to know how to define ESG investing. So I will check in the back of the flashcard, which tells me ESG investing consider how environmental, social governance issue can impact a long-term return of asset and security. Long-term becomes the keyword here, right? It falls under umbrella of responsible investing, that spectrum which we saw from philanthropy to this is chapter one. That's why I'm talking about it. So detailed concepts are listed for you. Once you will revise these concepts, it will become next to you. Okay. So I will recommend morning में उठे एक बार आपने फ्लैश कार्ड देख लेना है. Right. 5 पेज में है 10 फ्लैश कार्ड्स फॉर चैप्टर 1 है and 12 फ्लैश कार्ड्स फॉर चैप्टर 2 है. All that has been made available to you now. Okay. So there is no excuse.
So
Clear?
actually, you have to see in the front the question and back side is answer.
बैक साइड पे आंसर प्रिंट कर लीजिएगा एंड जस्ट फोल्ड द पेज राइट सो ओनली इन द
Yeah,
फ्रंट क्वेश्चन विल बी देयर and you try to recall your own self. If you are not following it, then you look into the back.
एक ही
And I
प्रिंट
can
आउट लेके
guarantee,
उसको बीच में से फोल्ड कर देंगे. Okay.
बिल्कुल, and I can guarantee you will get a better marks by following such concept understanding. Okay,
Very nice. Very nice.
done. Now with that,
Yes.
let's go to the quiz straight away without wasting a time. Everybody should log into laptop. I will recommend do it through the laptop. Then you can answer it right away and we can discuss it. Okay?
Okay.
Can we do that, everyone?
Yeah, yeah.
This is through Slido.
No, we will do it through form, quiz.
Microsoft form.
माइक्रोसॉफ्ट फॉर्म के थ्रू करेंगे हम लोग आपको क्विज का लिंक भी देंगे एंड
हाँ.
यू ऑल्सो सॉल्व इट बट आई वॉन्ट यू टू टेक यू थ्रू फ्यू क्वेश्चंस एट लिस्ट एंड देन आई विल गिव इट टू यू यू आंसर इट बट डू इट लाइव डोंट डू इट आफ्टर 2 years डाउन द लाइन जैसे गिरीश जी ने लास्ट टाइम बोला था राइट आई विल डू इट अभी तक किए आप गिरीश जी
नहीं सर
हाँ वही प्रॉब्लम है ना वो प्रॉब्लम है टाइम ही नहीं मिलेगा कभी नहीं मिलेगा आपको वी आर वर्किंग पीपल राइट वी आर नॉट फ्री एंड स्टूडेंट इफ वी आर स्टूडेंट तो फिर टाइम मिल जाता है लेकिन जब हम लोग वर्किंग है ना कुछ हमारे पास और फैमिली भी है राइट वी आर नॉट अलोन सो कभी नहीं होता है दैट इज वाई आई ऑलवेज रिकमेंड डू इट इन द क्लास इटसेल्फ यू आर एनीवे सिटिंग देयर you have blocked that time you will finish the exam within 30 minutes you don't need even 30 minutes trust me I'm sending you the link right away start answering chapter number 1 we will go with the chapter number 1
Link is in chat. क्या?
अभी भेज रहा हूँ just a minute
The link will be in chat or
so this is for chapter 1 practice which is introduction to ESG investing you have to fill your full name and email ID. So just make sure that we have a record of this meeting. And then, okay, I need to hide that. Okay. So that's the first question. Yeah. So chapter 1, ESG introduction. What you need to be careful in this is that there are 3 pointers questions and there are 1 pointers question as well. Okay. Based on the relevance and importance, we have decided that marking. Total mark is 100. There are 40 questions in this. You have to attempt one by one. Let's start with question number 1, which is scenario, right? What is this scenario here? we have an investment banking firm which is creating a new emerging market fund. What they are doing, they are creating a fund like
Okay.
mutual fund. For example, they are creating a mutual fund with a ESG mandate. The mandate there is that they will invest in only those projects where people are following environmental, social, and governance factor. They are debating whether they should prioritize following methods. First method is exclusionary screening method. Exclusionary screening or active engagement method. Okay. So what is criteria here is exclusionary screening and active engagement. Which approach align better with a fiduciary duty to maximize this return while managing risk in volatile market? So market is what? Volatile, which is current market, right? Market is going down like left, right, and center. Everybody's portfolio is in negative. Here, if Subodhji gets a chance to design a mutual fund, which has a mandate to invest in ESG mandate, which is what? Which is a socially responsible investing mandate that you will make return in long term. We just looked into the flashcard, right? We looked into what is the definition of ESG, and then we try to, remember it. If we can't, then we look into the back and we get the answer. That flashcard is provided to you, use it. Now, once you will use it, you will realize which is the correct answer here. Give a try. What's the correct answer?
C?
Okay, good.
Sir, C.
Okay. Anybody else?
I see only. Looks better.
Correct. No, a combination of both. Absolutely correct. The first question we need to answer in a way that it is not only exclusionary screening I will use, I will also use active engagement where I will influence my investee companies that please follow ESG,
Because
right?
it's a fiduciary duty also for that.
Absolutely, as a fiduciary duty, because I'm acting as here in chapter 2, we learn that we are acting here as a investment consultant or investment
Consultant or a
manager.
manager.
Absolutely. That's why the answer will be C here. This is how you need to answer. Okay. What I will do, Anchika, you are there. I know you can't speak, so I will send you this quiz. Can you see the quiz?
It is in chat box. No, sir. Link is there in chat.
Okay. So this is the chat box में chapter 1 का link दे दिया है, but I request everyone to answer it live. And if you are stuck with any question, and it will not take more than 10 minutes. If you remember the concepts, and if you don't, then I recommend you to use flashcards, which we have prepared and given it to you now. Okay, use these flashcard, print it out back to back if you want, or you print in one page, fold it, and remember these concepts. Also, we have given you now mind map. So you remember which topic is linked to which subtopic. Yeah. If you don't remember, if you remember, then there is no discussion here. And if you still can't remember and you are missing some concept, I recommend you to watch videos and case study. So all that has been provided to you for first 2 chapters. Please go ahead and start working on it. However, that you can only realize after you attempt this questionnaire. And this is the questions which are equivalent to what will come in your exam. Okay, very high class questions we have selected and put it here. Try it. There will be some question which we have repeated, but you will see the pointers are different. There is small difference, very small one. Answer might be similar. Go ahead, attempt the questions live as we sit together, and whoever finishes first, I want to know. Yeah, but be careful about 3 pointers. Okay, 3 pointers will make or break. Last time I have seen everybody has scored above 90%. I want that should be maintained going forward. And any question you are stuck, I am there, so I can help you. There are 40 questions, but I believe you will not take more than 15 to 20 minutes. Second question. As an investor states, ESG investing is simply okay. I believe you guys should attempt it first.
Yeah.
If you are stuck, those questions we will only pick up. Anshika, try to answer in the form itself. I will suggest that. And if you are stuck in any question, you are not understanding or your answer is going to go wrong, you believe that question we will address. Okay, good. Quickly answer the first one, then I will give you the second chapter questions. There are 40 questions in both.